What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Showw. This is interview 552 interviews I've done. Give the special guest a second for Boston 617, a second to get on here, and we will start this Iccy Showw. If you want to be a guest, inbox your girl Jackie Brown with 2C's, I.E. Brown. I'm booking until the end of May, so inbox me. I'll let you know the dates I have available. Make sure you come out April 6th, 603 Bar and Grill in Manchester, New Hampshire. Shout out to M Styles putting that show together with great talent. Salute to everyone that is on that flyer. So give them a second to get on here. I apologize, running late from work. You know how it is. So I see you. Did you get the invite? Eloise in the building. I see you. Came off in the building. Definitely. Here we go. Hey, welcome to the Iccy Showw. How you doing? Can you hear me or no? Did you turn your volume up? See if it.
Oh, now I can.
Okay. Welcome to the Iccy Showw. How you doing?
It worked. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yours just keeps freezing.
It keeps free.
Yes. Technical difficulty. Now you're sideways. There you go. We got it. Definitely got it. A little more down. We're gonna get it. You got it? Can you hear me or no? Let me see. I'm gonna remove it. Let's see. We're gonna add him. All right, I accept it. We're having some technical difficulties, but we will get it. Just bear with us.
Hello?
Welcome back to the Iccy Showw. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
What's up, right? Everything's good? All right.
Welcome back to the Iccy Showw. This is interview 552 interviews, and welcome from Boston 617.
Let them know.
Let them know. So, I want to pronounce your name the right way, Mr.
Madarrius?
Madarrius. Okay, I was gonna say with the long A, but I'm glad you said it. I didn't want to say wrong and be wrong. So, Mr. Madarrius here from Boston 617. Welcome to the Iccy Showw. I'm blessed to have you on here. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. So, for the people that don't know of you, why don't you give them a little background of you? What made you start to get into this industry?
All right. Well, a little bit. My name is Madarrius Maximus. I'm 21 years old, and I just love rapping. I love poetry. Love rapping. I love the sport of it. It's like a sport to me.
Do you stay consistent with it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I definitely stay consistent with it, especially within these past couple of years.
And what year were you when you started to get into this industry?
The industry of rapping.
Rapping, but in the
I was young when I was like 11 when I started to rap, but like being in the industry, like going to shows and stuff, I probably started when I was 16.
that's still definitely being a young one, being in a crowd full of an audience. And where do you get the most support from? It could be international, local, or Boston.
Oh, my family. That's probably my family's probably my family and my people's probably give me the most support out of everybody.
That's awesome, definitely. Now, do you have a manager?
Actually, I'm working with Guy Legacy.
Okay, I see you, Guy's trying to take over the world. I see you.
Yeah, he's doing
Definitely. So shout out to Guy.
fire up the gate.
That's dope, definitely. I know he has a female with him too. I interviewed her, so that's good. Now, have you done any local shows recently?
Yeah, my last show was up in at La Santa Lounge.
Okay.
The Santa Lounge. I got a show coming up tomorrow up in Malden.
Okay, and what's the name of that place?
I think it's the Caribbean Cafe, something like Caribbean something.
On the Eastern Ave?
I, I don't know. My first time going to Malden.
Okay, okay. So anyone that's in that area tomorrow night, make sure you pop out, go check him out. You can check out his music. So show support, to your local artists. That's what it's about, definitely. And Malden's right there. And I think it's at the spot you just mentioned. I've been there for a couple of different shows, and it's a great location. So you'll have a
It
great
is.
vibe.
All right, good. I've never been there. My first time.
Oh yeah, you definitely you'll have a great vibe. Definitely, it's near Route 1, in Saugus. So
Yep, that's what somebody told me today.
yeah, so you Gucci, you'll have a good. It's good because a lot of people that come out there, they're just looking for a place to go for on a Friday evening or the Saturday weekend. And I remember when I went there, it was packed, and they have good food too.
Oh,
The food is delicious.
what kind of food? They got Caribbean food?
Yes, yes, they have Caribbean food.
We talking about like patelillos?
I don't think they had pasta. I would say more of like soul food, like collard greens, things in that nature.
Like jerk chicken?
Yes.
Uh,
Yep. If it's the same owner, the last time I was there was about a little over a year, and that's what they had in the food. Oh, it's one of the best around for soul food.
I'm excited.
That's good, definitely. How many songs you performing tomorrow?
I got 5 to 7 minutes, so we're gonna try to cram as much as we can in that little time slot we got. Make the most out of it.
Definitely, definitely. Shout out to Guy Legacy from Boston 617. Salute, salute. I see you on here. Definitely, Crizo. Peace.
Shout out Chris.
Uh, definitely. He's good people. He's an artist out from
Oh,
Texas. So
that's dope.
definitely you should link with him.
Hit me up.
Now, are you looking to do a collab with anybody particular in the industry or not in the industry?
I'm looking to collab with a lot. I want to collab with as many local artists as I can, as many artists possible. You know what I mean? Anybody would want to, like even from Toronto, Canada. You already know the dog Quizzo right there. Hit me up, but my shit will be right there. So just send a message to me. I'll answer it. Send me something, and I'll write to it.
Definitely. Definitely, that's what I like for people to collaborate on here. Shout out to Donna from Canada. Salute, she's another one. She'll follow your music. She's great people. Where do you?
Appreciate it.
Yes, definitely, great people. Where do you see yourself in the next year in this industry?
XXL magazine right there,
Okay,
right on the cover.
that's dope, definitely. And you're in good hands with Guy. Guy will get you. Guy's a lot of people sleep on Guy, but Guy's put his work in this industry a long time, and he's there. He's been there. You might have not know of him out front, but he's been in the background for many years. I've been doing it since 2007, and I could say he's been longer than I started in the industry. So you're in great hands with the OG right there.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Definitely, Guy's one of my new brothers. I just encountered. I don't know how, but like God put us in each other's reach, and now we working together, and I'm thankful.
That's awesome, definitely. God works in mysterious ways, and I feel like this year, the people that are going the hardest and really staying consistent, those are the ones at the end are really connected, and those are the ones that are bumping. You see each other at the shows, you see each other at different states, and it feels good when you see somebody from your hometown or your city and you see them outside of state, and that's what it's like. Oh, you're out here, dang. I remember Mer Mayo from Cambridge. I bumped into him in New York and we were at a red carpet. I was hosting it. It was DJ Drewski. And I was like, damn, you're out here. I was like, yes, somebody I know that's out here. Cause we were,
Crazy.
like I said, it was in the hood and it was all great. The audience, everybody showed me nothing but love to Boston. And, it's different when you're going into a different state and you're repping your state. And, New York and Boston, years ago, and thank God we, uniting with each other. New York's really linking with Boston artists and linking with them. So, look at Millie's, Cambridge again, so it's right around us. We just got to keep on working, stay consistent. And like I said, you got a good manager right now. How many songs you got out there right now?
I think I got a total of, not sounds crazy because I've written a lot more, but I got a total of six to seven. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, okay.
But speaking of the Boston, New York thing, um, I'm gonna say here first live. I'm gonna get Jadakiss back for what he did to Guru on Right Where You Stand. I'm gonna get him back. I'm gonna get him back on that verse because he definitely
What
got.
he went crazy when they went in there, right?
Yeah, he went crazy. He did good. So did Guru, but Jadakiss just had that hunger in him. He had that hunger, and I hope he still got it when I get to him.
Definitely, definitely. That's good. Definitely. When I seen Jadakiss from when I started this music industry and where he's at now, I'm proud of him because he started self-made too. And a lot of people don't understand that, and but he did go in and you're up next. What about become a battle rapper? Have you ever thought of that?
Battle rapping, I battle rapped few times. Sometimes I don't like how I don't. I like the um. You don't know who you battling battles. Those
Yes.
are my favorite kind of battles. That you don't know who you battling, so you just write the best bars you can. You just run into them on the block. You just go right there. The best man wins. I don't really know about this. Oh, you get to research people. You get to find out, make extra stuff. Like that's cool and all. Like just give me your name and we can work it.
Yeah, definitely. That I agree. That's when the olden days, I call it, when they first started. You didn't rap on a beat. You were beatbox, someone would beatbox, they would just spit fire right there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that. And now what I got disappointed with battle rap is one thing is they started putting music behind it. And I'm like, this is not rap, this is not R&B, this is not hip hop, this is battle rap. It's a different type of field. It's a different I've been to shout out to Premier Rap Battle.
Yeah.
I used to go all the time to when they first started, and and it's crazy because they had some great talent there, and they did it freestyle. You find out who's gonna be on the card,
Yeah. The night of.
yeah, a couple of like a week, I would say week, 2 weeks they did it, but it wasn't like a month, 2 months. And it's like, where is it coming? And it kills me with the battle rap too, is because when they start bringing up family or their children or someone that is deceased, I'm like, that's not love, first of all. Second of all, that's like, trying to be like a smack in the face, so then someone's gonna take an offense somehow, and and it doesn't be positive at the outcome. But I do support battle rap, and
I,
when I mean by that, raw shit, excuse my French, but raw
that's
shit.
good.
Like when they come out hard and they just spit fire after bar, I'm like, wait a minute, we got 40 bars from Boston.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, the queen. Shout out 40, 40
yeah,
boss. Yeah,
yes,
yo, she run.
definitely.
Yeah,
She Yeah, she put in work for Boston, and like a lot of people don't know, like E Hart from New York.
oh,
She's another.
ER
I,
one of them. ER is
yeah,
definitely one of my favorites. ER, I like Shuni, ER,
yeah.
40, 40's hard. Who
Hmm.
there are a lot of female battlers nowadays that guy. I feel like Gaddis just need to work on her delivery. Gaddis is one of them. She need to work on her delivery, but she got it. She got it.
She just needs the guidance. When you see someone that's coming hard, especially being a battle rap, you'll notice that, soon as someone, gives them that encouragement to get over that lump, that they're gonna come hard, and they're gonna be harder than what you actually thought they were. Then, like, if you're already saying fire, wait, you're gonna see there's
Yeah,
gonna be more
yeah,
fire.
yeah. It's different. Some people, that's how you really know you got that dog in you, cause cause like that my boy was telling me, he's like, yo, you know how I know like you got that dog in you, cause like when you in front of people, you better than ever. You better than
Yes.
ever. Like you don't freeze on the spot if you got that dog in you. The more people that are there, like the more it brings out of you.
Yes, totally. That is so true. And then another thing is when you perform, asking you as an artist, do you chop the song up and have a show CD, or do you let your music play the whole show CD?
Uh, at I like chopping it up because it's kind of like them radio shits, like or like at the club, like they'll play like a verse and a hook.
Yes, yes.
That's smarter because you don't give them the whole song, and it's like, all right, you just get a verse and a hook, and you won't lose them.
Yes, and that's the right way. I was just seeing where your mind was in this industry. A lot of people don't understand that. And artists is, I've managed record labels, and I'm with a record label now too. So shout out to Street Legal Records. And it's like people need to understand you have to have a show CD. And a lot of artists don't understand that. And I know you're in good hands, and your mind is already where you're supposed to be as an artist, because a lot of artists don't get that. They think to play their music and rap on that whole thing. One little inch screws your whole set up, and then nobody wants to follow you no more. Not you, I'm saying this to you, but I'm saying it
Less,
as a manager to an
yeah, less
artist.
is more.
Right, right.
Less is
So,
more.
now where can they, do you have music videos out there that they could go follow you?
This is messed up. I hate these kind of questions because right now I don't have no music videos out online. At this very moment in time.
Soon to come though. Don't
Um,
worry.
soon to come.
Because I know Guy, he's gonna have something planned fire for you.
Oh, out the gate.
Definitely. Now, let them know where they can find you, all your platforms and all that, where they can listen and download.
All right. My my SoundCloud. It sounds crazy because I only got SoundCloud. I used to make fun of them, but like now I'm one of them. I guess. I'm a SoundCloud rapper. No, I'm not. I'm a Madarrius because I ain't no SoundCloud rapper. I'm an artist. All right. But you can find my shit on SoundCloud. It's Madarrius Maximus. My name should be gonna be in this whole title type thing. So Madarrius Maximus, and you can find it on my Instagram page is Mr. Madarrius. You just tap that link in that bio, and you just take a little listen. Let me know how you feel about it. And I already know how you're gonna feel, so just let me know freehand,
Mhm.
and I appreciate it.
Well, I listened to some of your music, and I liked your music.
You did?
Um, yes, I did. So that's why I was asking, are you looking for a feature and things like that?
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
if you could pick one artist that's in the industry, who would it be?
For a feature.
Yes. Thank you, Crip Dog. I appreciate you.
Oh man, that's I had to pick. I'd have to pick someone. I have to pick someone from Dreamville just to make it not to make it not easy. Cause like I could do easy features and like just like wipe like do my thing on that track. You know what I mean? Do my thing better than they do their thing. But it's like to really test my pen. I would have to pick someone from Dreamville like JID, uh, J Cole. Like those would definitely be one. Even Griselda. Griselda. If I could get a feature with Griselda, like with like either them camps, man,
They're a
that
beast.
yeah, they would really bring out my mode because I ain't getting washed.
Yes, definitely, definitely. I see you. You're still young, so you still have many years to come. To now, have you ever gone out of state to perform?
Yeah, I performed in New York before.
What was your biggest show you ever did?
In New York. It was in New York. There's probably like 500 people there.
Did you ever get nervous when you were
No,
doing it? That's good.
no,
I've
no.
had a lot of artists say that they got nervous with a crowd of 500,
Shout out Jay. I know Jay. Shout out Jay. Good
Jay
people.
Solex, peace.
Good
LOE
people.
baby, definitely right there. So do you have music with Jay? I know he's an artist too.
Yeah, he's an artist. We have not got to get on a track together yet, but hopefully I will soon. If he's watching this right now, he should
He
go ahead
is.
and send me something, and I promise I'll write to it and I'll send you something. Send you something nice back. But you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go hard. Like I'm not pity pattying around. Like we got. If we gonna track together, we gonna track together. And yeah, I hope you outdo me, and I hope you know I'm gonna try to outdo you. You feel me?
Yep.
That's the way. That's the way I be looking at it.
Definitely. And he says, I'm here for it, bro. Yo, fire. And then my boy Crip Dog, Crizo, he said that yo, he's down for it. You know how you said to
Yeah,
send him something? So he
that's
said, yeah.
quick.
So I'm catching up to everybody on here.
Yep, yeah. At first, I was confused because I started seeing everybody say, "Oh, hi." So I'm over here waiting. I'm forgetting, like I can't talk back to, like it's this whole thing is new to me, but I'm learning slowly and surely.
Yes, you get it. So you did wonderful,
Yeah.
So we got it, and that's all that counts. You finally got it, and now it's on takeoff from now. If you could perform at one location around the world, it could be out of the country or in the country, where would it be?
I'm performing at the Coliseum in Rome.
You
I'm performing.
when you
No,
when?
no. What? Hold
Oh,
on.
I thought you said I am. I thought you said I am. I apologize.
You can hit me up on Messenger and FaceTime me, or if you want FaceTime her, you hit her up on Messenger. Either one, you already know. Whoever just said that, hit us up.
Oh yes. Hit him up. Definitely. Peace Queen.
But yeah, no, I was saying you asked where would I want to perform? If I could perform anywhere, and I
Yeah.
said that yeah, the Roman Coliseum.
Awesome.
Out,
Definitely. It was breaking up when you were answering, so I thought that's what you said you were performing, and I wanted to make sure. Definitely.
yeah, the Roman Coliseum. That always meant a lot to me. My middle name's Maximus. You know,
I like.
I go by my real name, Madarrius Maximus. And whoever's seen Gladiator, you probably seen Gladiator, right? Russell Crowe.
Yes.
That's what
Yes.
that's what they named me after. They
Oh, okay.
named
You kind of.
Madarrius Maximus. So that's my favorite movie, and it was just it was just always like I will one day. I'm gonna perform there one day, and just fill a whole Coliseum like a real Coliseum and
You got it.
perform.
Definitely. I see it. Definitely. I can tell by your hypeness, everything, all positive. You get it. He said, Crypto Crizzle said, you're doing great, homie. Don't never stop. Just keep on rising.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. God bless you, brother. God bless. God bless. Thank you so much.
And is there any shout outs you would like to give to anybody?
I want to shout out Guy. I want to shout out Root. I want to shout out Root God, Heavy, Jay. I want to shout out my boy Vinny G. I want to shout out my Dukes. I want to shout out the whole MOB. I want to shout out Dre, the Mob, Dami, Jermaine, Denny, my little cousins, my older cousin. I want to shout, yeah, just shout out everybody. My dad, everybody. Oh,
Definitely.
and
Peace, everybody.
Rich. Yeah, and Uncle Rich. Yeah, Uncle Rich. Yeah.
There you go. Definitely. Salute to everybody. Much love and respect. Definitely. Now, would you become an actor?
Would I have become a? Oh yeah. Oh. Damn. Damn. That was the good one. That was a good one. Yeah. I got in an accident when I was 14. So I'm in a wheelchair.
Okay.
You feel me? But
Yeah.
like before then, like growing up, like that was like the thing. It was like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do because I know I'm gonna do it well. I'm, I'm become an actor. All that, even though I was still rapping, I was like, I'm gonna be an actor. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they go hand to hand. It's being able to fully portray what you're either saying. It's fully portraying what you're saying. That's basically acting and rapping. It's being able
Right.
to feel the emotion as you're performing it.
Definitely. How about doing a documentary about your now do you talk about your accident or
Yeah,
no?
feel free. You feel me? Yeah, doing a documentary. I've been on this thing called National. My It's called My Brave. It was this thing about people with mental teenagers with mental health trying to cope with different art skills. So like there was like dancers on there, there was musicians, violinists, gymnastics, all these like teenagers. And I think I think I was just turning like 19 that year. I was still 18. So I was on that, and they had like a little short film documentary where everybody was on there. It made it to TV with Carson.
Nice.
Yeah, I got to talk to Carson Daly on TV, and we talked about it on there. But a whole documentary, I need like a trilogy.
Right, right. Definitely, you do.
Yeah,
Um, good luck with everything and I'm sorry whatever happened.
I wouldn't be the man I am today without it.
Do you think your poetry got stronger after your accident?
My poetry did. My rapping, my rapping, yeah, my rap. They both did. They both did. They're different styles. They were different.
Yeah, totally opposite.
Yeah, they were different styles. Like through before and after.
Do you feel like your rapping got harder from the pain that you went through?
Harder in what way? Like harder to write, or like just sound hard?
No, like you come to the stage and you just spit fire. Like there's nothing but fire coming out.
Yeah, that's every time now. That they definitely like that anytime, especially because I don't really get to it's like express my energy the same as others. You know what I mean? Like others can go like on a walk or a run or like do jumping jacks, some crazy shit. You know what I mean? To get the energy out. Your energy leaves through your bottom of your feet when it touches the earth. My feet don't touch the earth as much as most. So it's like as soon as I start rapping, everything like when it's different in person because everybody feels it. There's no way not to feel it. I can't feel it, so you got to feel it.
Right, right. And that's what music is supposed to be. It's supposed to touch your soul.
Yeah,
And um I used to manage an artist and he was in a wheelchair. And he went harder and harder and harder, and I was proud of him. I was really proud of him because where he started to where he is now, he's a producer, and he goes extra hard, and you could tell. And I salute to anyone that has any disability. It could be mental, physically. You never know what somebody is going through until you are around them. You find out about them and stuff like that. And no disrespect, I didn't know you were in a wheelchair, and it's like, you know, you can tell you're a great person because you can tell your energy, like you said. So
yeah,
I can imagine at the show, I know you getting everybody right in front of your face. You're like, wait a minute, give me my space, let me
yeah,
see, but I can feel it. And I can tell you've been through hell and hell water through your when you started this career. So to keep on going. If you ever get that contract, always have a lawyer. I always tell people, the money might seem right, but money doesn't make everyone happy.
yeah,
It's the root of the all evil. So it's like, as an artist, I know you bust your ass writing, going performing, and performing takes a lot of energy, and writing. It's two exercises. People don't realize what you go through when you are an artist. So, um, how could people, what can you say since your accident that, has been different since you started performing?
uh, oh, excuse my French. Motherfuckers got an unfair advantage. They got
Mhm.
an unfair advantage. Oh man, because they get to move around the stage when they rap,
Right.
which is totally all right. That's acceptable. It's part of the rules. I know that's acceptable. It's part of the rules. So that I have to make sure. I have to make sure, like, fuck all that. Like, I'm about to, like, what? I ain't doing no pony tricks. I ain't dancing around. I ain't Michael Jackson. You feel me? I'm sitting right here. I ain't moving. Then you better listen, because what I'm gonna say is better than what anybody here is gonna say. And
Right.
you feel me? And I have to make sure that every time they won't remember me.
Mm. That's dope. That's dope. Definitely. You keep on going, and I hope to see you perform one day. Um, Definitely, I hope to make it to one of your shows.
Oh, that would be.
And definitely, definitely. If you're ever in the North Shore, if you're ever in Haverhill, go see my peoples. They own the t-shirt spot, your boy custom clothing store. Let them know I sent you. They'll give you a discount off banners, stickers, custom gear, and things like that. And I appreciate you, telling people about that. And that took a lot of strength for you to, tell people that don't know of you. Um, I know a couple of people that are disabled, and they don't want to tell people. And I tell them, you should tell people because people can understand you more. And and a lot of people can't understand. Like you just said something important. When you put your feet down to perform, that's
Yeah.
when you can move around and stuff. And you can't do that. But don't ever give up on that. You know why? Because I could tell you're a strong artist. I could tell by your soul, like you said, you could feel it. And when you just said that, I could feel it. Like, so you're young and you're in good hands. And God, you got a good artist right here. And one other question I would like to know: would you like to spit something right now off the dome?
Would I like to spit something off the dome? Yeah, I got something. What do I got? It's like, I got a question, and I'm praying that you say the truth. Because if you lie, you get stabbed with the saber tooth. It's Mr. I ain't think when I said it. When he answered that question, he ain't blink when he said it. He got the weapon drawn. He don't know the land he's stepping on. But the little niggas roll up. I ain't talking leprechauns. You want to meet sick people? You get medieval. You come around my way, you get stabbed with 6 needles filled with cardiac glycoside. And you can find out how Michael died. If you lied after this, you're gonna need to see a therapist. I got somewhere to be. AOG, take care of this. He don't need his long Dewey. Hammer times, Judge Judy. Nigga wanna kick it. What the fuck you look like, Kung Fu?
Ah, fire, fire, fire. Yo, you are a beast. You're a beast. You're a beast. You're definitely a beast. And you just spazzed on a lot of things. Definitely. You spazzed, definitely.
I appreciate.
Uh he said sounds good. He put the money sign up, Crizzo. Definitely. He says, true, tell them I have brain cancer and seizures, but I won't give up. I salute you, homie, he
I
said.
too, dog. I salute you too. God bless your soul. I
Yes,
hope you get everything that good coming towards you, dog. Only good energy, good vibes, all that. Long
definitely, definitely.
live the unyielding.
Yes, amen to that. Definitely, definitely. Is there anything else you would like to bring up that we didn't bring up?
Uh, I got a new project probably coming this summer called Son of Soul, and yeah, God bless you too, dog. God bless you too. I
See,
got
I like that. Networking. That's what I'm talking about. We are internationally on the Iccy Show, right? And that's connection right there. Boston to Texas. That's what I'm talking about.
you feel me
Definitely.
all the way, Boston, Texas, and yeah, it's called Son of Soul. Just be ready, everybody watching. Just go follow me on IG. You'll see more updates and all that, and you'll see my shows, upcoming performances, um, everything that's going around and happening.
Definitely. Houston, Texas. Yes, baby. Houston, Texas.
Thank you.
From Boston to Houston, Texas. That's what I'm talking about. He said, can't wait to hear it. Definitely.
Is that the end of the interview?
Well, I wasn't done, but I was just trying to, stay up with what they were saying. Are you
Oh,
trying to end it?
how,
Are you
oh no, I ain't got shit to do. I'm sitting here, motherfucker.
okay? Okay, all right, all right. I'm just making sure, we're still on here.
Yeah, I talk about hip hop, battle rap. I'll talk about everything all day.
Now, I'm going to ask you something because you're young
Yeah.
and I'm 45. I'll be 45 in 2 months. My question to you is, do you think DJs should do the new technology as a DJ, or should they sit there scratching like, how hip hop started originally?
Ooh, ooh, ah! You got,
But because I know you're the millennium baby, right? Because you're the 20s.
I mean, yeah, I guess we could say, call me a millennium baby, but uh, not yeah. I I just got a whole new box full of records. My uncle just gave me whole vinyls, a bunch of vinyls. I got mad. I collect vinyls. I got mad vinyls downstairs. I got my turntable set up.
Oh
All
yeah.
that. Yeah, we played the beats. We find samples off those, and I think that they should go back to do it the old way. I think that you should play it on the record, spin that bitch, and be able to cut it at the right times. Be able to chop it up at the right times. That takes technique. Respect
Yes.
technique.
Yes, yes, and it's originated. Technology took over, and now when I see these DJs come in with this little thing hooked onto the computer, I'm like, "You're the DJ?" They're like, "Yeah, you just plug this in." I'm like, "No, I want the DJ that has the records that can scratch it and do everything." Shout out to DJ TKO,
Oh,
he
DJ.
and DJ
Okay.
Double Vision. Those two DJs, they be doing it. I've worked with both of them, and they're on fire right now. So much respect to them. Keep on going with the old school way. I'm old
I
school.
need a DJ like that because that's how you get the party jumping.
Yes, yes. Reach out to DJ TKO. He's blowing up in DJ Double Vision. He's looking for an artist too. So those are two DJs, and they're both from Boston.
DJ Double Vision, DJ TKO. Hold on, let me
Yep.
DJ TKO, DJ Double Vision.
Take your time, definitely.
I got
DJ TKO and DJ Double Vision, and let them know I sent you. Say the Iccy Show sent me to you.
I got you. Why do you call yourself the Iccy Showw?
Well, when I was managing the record label back in 2007, they stuck with me, and then it will be 5 years. I had the Iccy Show. This June will be 5 years, and we were all having a meeting, and we were sitting there, and they're like, "Yo, come up with your show." And I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And then I had other people been telling me all week. It was like people were telling me and telling me, and the Premier Rap Battle, them, they've been there from the beginning. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And then my cousin, my brother told me, and then I just went from there, and that's where we are. And I was sipping on a drink, and it was a hot day, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna say it's icy, so icy, everything's so icy. So they thought I was kidding, and then here we are, 5 years later.
502 episodes in.
Yes, sir. And that's not including when I was a host on DBN television. I did close to 100 on there, and not including other places. So it is what it is. It's takeoff. That's why I say you're at the right age, and you got someone. I had to learn a lot, but I was with a lot of OGs. You got an OG that is your manager right now, and you're in good hands. And he'll guide you where you need to. He used to be Bonnie Stone's
Nope.
manager. You know that female?
No, I do not, man.
She's from Springfield, Massachusetts. She's a battle rapper. Um, I believe she's a battle rapper, but she spits fire. Like she was one of the females that were coming up like crazy, and I interviewed her a couple of times, and Guy knows about her. Yo, fire. When I say fire, she's one of the from Boston, one of the top ones. I would put her with an award way up here.
All right, I better be up there too somewhere.
Yes, yes, yes. You just spit fire. Like when I always ask artists, I try to ask every interview. I ask them, "Do you want to spit something?" And they look at me like crazy, and I'm like, "No, for real. I don't like to play music because if you play music, then Facebook mutes it. But I don't want the interview to go, muted. So I'll be like, just spit it. When they start, some people stop. Some can do it. You just kicked off, and you just went to the top. That's what I'm like. You can do it. I want to go to one of your shows. Um,
I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Yeah, 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 I got another one right now.
All right, let's go.
My
That's what I'm talking about.
ready, yo. It's like my desire was to make a change. I even hung up flyers. Lies, what they call me, so I set the world on fire. God's wrath, feared, respected, required. I want you to worship me. I want to be admired like a will is a lock that can never be broken. They promised to never lock the door, but never left it open. The chief has spoken. My ancestors have reawoken. You should have killed us all if you thought one of us was joking. You think I'm playing? I ain't no wine. I'm Hale Wayne, Kamehameha, the legendary. You come after. I hope you and your troops is praying, cause ain't no roofie staving. Have my niggas get the tooth replacing. And it's like, well, what? How's it go? How's it go? How's it go? How's it go? Oh, Madarrius, Max, the most passionate to ever spit it on this galaxy. Imagine me, 356 light years away. Tragically, I just came today to spit. I thought you rapped with me, but niggas
Ah,
capacity.
ah, that's what I'm talking about. That raw stuff. That's what I'm talking about. You don't need no paper. You don't need no phone to put in a song. You can just go off your brain. That's what you're supposed to. And that's why I'm not an artist, and that's why you are. Spitfire, definitely. She said awesome, and thank you, Donna. Happy. Thank you. Thank you. Definitely. You just go crazy. When's the next time you get in the studio?
Next time I'm getting in the studio as soon as possible. I hope. We don't really have studios out here where I'm from, so I have to usually travel up Cape. I found this new studio, but in up where I like close to where I am, but they're not always open and free. So if anybody got any studios around Cape that's watching this, or not around Cape, around Massachusetts that's watching this and would like to invite a brother and not make him pay for his studio time and have faith in a brother, please let me know because I'll go, I'll flow. There's no stopping.
What about have you ever heard of Colombian Dragon?
No, sounds cool.
That's the old the producer he's in a wheelchair but he's from Boston, and he be having real good deals on studio prices, like real like hood prices. Colombian I'm like hood prices. I'm keeping it real.
Uh,
So, a lot of people don't understand, like, when I represent a lot of different hoods, not just one. And the reason why I do it, because people judge people that are in the hood. And I'm not the one to judge. So I like to give everybody a chance. And that's why I did my tours the way I did it. I started with Boston, of course, home,
yeah.
and then I went to New Hampshire, I went to Maine, I went to Rhode Island, I went to New York, I went to all the way down to Detroit, stayed there for 2 days, and I came back and I hit Ohio, 3 different locations. I hit Pennsylvania, 2 locations, Philly. I just went and I came back, but I went there hitting every state and then came back hitting every state. And it was the best thing I did. And as you, I don't know if you have kids or anything, but if you can build a team to be, someone that you can confirm, like confide in, and be a driver to get you out there, I suggest doing that. 1000% invest in yourself. Always, I had to invest. I still invest in myself. That's one thing you're gonna have to do as an artist. But I would suggest you getting on the road and hitting, like, going down south, like Texas, Arizona, St. Louis, and doing like a mini tour for yourself, and going down towards Cali that way, because
That'd be
your flow, that's the type of music, they that those people are looking for.
all right.
Certain states, they only want a particular way, and it sucks, but that's the honest truth. I mean, I went Ohio, 3 different. I was in Cleveland, Ohio. I was in 2 other parts, I can't remember, but I recommend it because a lot of people, they don't want to leave their hometown, they don't want to leave the home city. And I tell them, I said, there's other opportunities, and you're not forgetting about your home city or your town. You're always going to show love to them, but sometimes you have to move. um you know you have to, what benefits you as an artist, you have to go that route. And I definitely suggest, getting near Cali. And Guy got a lot of connects. That's one thing I must say. Guy got a lot
Yeah,
of
it
connects all
does.
over the world. And I would definitely ask him to send you down, like Cali, Texas, Arizona, St. Louis, Memphis, around that, because you got that sway, the flow of your sway, of
Uh,
your music. That's where that definitely I could see you kicking it off. You know how they do like Hood Fest,
yep.
where else? All around the world they do different music events, and I could definitely see you performing at a huge show down there. But I talk to Guy to see, to look into it. And if
Good work.
I see anything on my page, I'll inbox Guy with that information,
Please,
definitely.
please do. Definitely put in a good word for me. Cause God definitely sends me everything He can. You know what I mean. But it's always good to have a little extra backing. You know what I mean. A little extra incentive.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Guy, he's a great person. He
Yeah.
always puts a smile. So definitely shout out to Guy Legacy.
Oh God.
He's put a lot of people my way for an interview. Much love and respect to him. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to call him.
Oh, you're all good. You're all good.
You're good? You're good?
I'm
I
good.
see the camera moving
I had
inside,
to,
making sure.
had to roll and grab a charger just so my phone didn't die because I'm enjoying the conversation too much. So I had to go roll and grab a charger. So yeah, I'm good. I'm all charged up. My phone was just leaning, doing all the crazy shit.
But you're doing fine. You're
Yeah.
perfect. So if you can, tell a youngin, some good advice, what would it be? Someone that's starting off in this industry that's young.
Uh, Try to outdo yourself. Try to outdo yourself. Don't ever stay complacent and just be like, okay, this is good, and like this is like the best I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna just keep it like this. Try to make sure that everything you do is better than what you did last time.
That's good advice. Definitely good advice. Definitely. Again, one more time, let them know where they can find
Oh yeah.
you, your Facebook, all your social medias.
All right. Madarrius Maximus is SoundCloud MADARR Rough Riders IUSMAXIMUS, and my Instagram is Mr. Madarrius, so MRMADARRIUS, Mr. Madarrius, and on here I think my name's Madarrius Maximus, which that's my real name. So yeah, I'm Madarrius Maximus on here. So y'all, you see me, so you know me.
Definitely, definitely. Do you think you're gonna change your name down the line in the industry, or you think you'll stick with it?
Nah, this is perfect. It's too good. It's too good to
Yeah,
change. It's
Mr.
good,
I love that. Definitely.
too good to change it. My rap name was supposed to be MAC.
Mac.
It's supposed to be Mac. Everybody calls me Mac. Everybody who I know calls me Mac. That stuck with me because my father, he was the first one I ever showed my raps to, and like, you know, it's I picture it like your dad's like a NASCAR driver, and it's like you get to drive for the first time, and he's really proud of you, like he's like astounded, and it's like, so I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life because it feels like it's like I got this. Like you said, my dad said I got this, so that's how that worked. But one day he was going to work, and he's like, "Yo, I need you to come up with a name by the time I get back." So I sat there all day, and that's the only thing I did all day. I sat down. I tried to I thought about names, what would be most catchy. Because as one tip for artists, y'all need to start saying your names more in your songs. They nobody even know you. They just hear your song. Like back in the days, everybody said their name. You know what I mean? Biggie got his name in his hooks. We
Right, right,
love Easy. Tupac is every two. He says his names. They say
right.
their names. So a lot of y'all need to put your names. So I had to come up with a name that I could say, be catchy, all that. So I was like, all right, so I'm gonna make it short. I'm gonna do MAC. All right, now I gotta figure out what the hell that means. because you know how black people love acronyms. So I was sitting there like, all right, M-A-C. I'm gonna do make. Yep, cause I make stuff. And then A, I'm gonna keep that at A. So make a, and then the C was change. So it was make a change because I wanted to make a change.
That's nice. I love it.
But then Mac was cool, but there's so many rappers named Mac. There's like they got Craig Mac, they got Mac Dre, they got a lot of rappers named Mac. So I was like, all right, that's cool, but no one's got my name, Madarrius Maximus, and I think God gave it to me for a reason.
Now, you go by Mr. Madarrius on for
Um,
the for
and
your artist name.
oh no, no, my artist name is Madarrius Maximus. My real name, yeah.
Oh,
My
okay. Because I put Mr. because that's what it was sent to me. So I apologize. So I will correct that for you.
that's okay. My Instagram's Mr. Madarrius. That's my like social medias and stuff. So it's like
Okay.
I picked that when I was young because it was like I think somebody had the name Madarrius on Instagram and I was like how? I was wondering how. So I was like all right, Mr. Madarrius. So
Okay.
that was it. Like since I was like 13.
Okay, okay. So I'll definitely fix that. I apologize. I really thought it was
Yeah,
that.
no
Because
mistake.
when I Googled it, it popped up Mr. So that's why I thought it was. So
No mistakes. No mistakes. Yeah, I just go by my real name. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. And now was your dad upset when you changed it to your real
Oh.
instead of Mac?
No, because his name is part of my name. My name is my mother's name and my father's name put together,
I love that. I love
and
that.
then
That's awesome.
us at the end, like a family.
Oh, and what if you don't mind me asking
My name, the
I,
name.
yeah, what is your culture?
Oh, my culture.
Yeah.
My culture. I'm Native American, so I'm indigenous. Uh, I'm African American, and uh Caribbean.
I thought you were Caribbean, so I was waiting for you to
No,
say
yeah, I
Jamaican.
am. Yeah, I'm Caribbean.
That's
I
awesome. Yeah,
got I got one question.
yeah.
Is it pronounced I, Caribbean or Caribbean?
Well, it depends. Down if you are in the Caribbean, living there, I believe they say the Caribbean. Um, otherwise, Caribbean. When you're from the Caribbean, now I'm tongue twisting my words. When you're from the Caribbean, they say Caribbean. Wait, I'm not saying it right.
That I'm from the Caribbean. Cause I'm just thinking about my Caribbean queen. Now I'm thinking about that song. I hear that song and I'm like, he says Caribbean.
Yes, with the accent.
Yeah, the Caribbean queen. But then it was always Caribbean. I always heard Caribbean, like Pirates of the Caribbean. It was
Caribbean, yeah.
we never extra pronounced it.
No. I got a heavy accent from Boston. If people think I'm from Boston and they think from New York, depending what words I say, like car, sometimes I say the R hard or car from like they'll be like say Harvard, the way I pronounce it, Harvard.
Yeah,
But it's weird because I'm Spanish, Irish, and Italian, and people be judging me. They don't. They're like, no, you're not Spanish, Irish. Like, no, trust me, I am.
I believe it.
So, yes, yes. So I would like to see you, because when you pronounce words, you have heavy accents, but that's a good thing because
Yeah,
when you rap, certain words will come out like phenomenal.
yeah, they sound extra better, and
Yes,
I like that about being from the East Coast. Like
yes,
some of my words, they definitely have a more punch to it. Have more punch to it instead of a draw. They have like a more punch. And my boy always make fun of me. He always say I sound like Bugs Bunny. He always say I got a Bugs Bunny accent because my R's sound like W's. when in words.
That's New York. That's a New York thing. New York is the same way. With the R's, because that's why when I pronounce certain words, they think I'm either from New York or from Boston, and that's funny when you say your cousin said the R thing, but that's a Caribbean.
Yeah,
It depends where you were raised when you were younger. That's probably you heard it a lot,
yeah.
so that's why it's like that.
Growing up, yeah, yeah. I'm Puerto Rican, so it's I call it Caribbean because it's in the Caribbean islands. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I'm Puerto Rican, so I grew up I grew up like around, especially when I lived in Mattapan. I lived in Mattapan, and when I used to go to Dorchester to see my aunts, they're like the whole house speaks Spanish. So I'm always hearing Spanish, always hearing people talk with the accent. Not, you know what I'm saying, like when they spoke English. So when I can move down back to the Cape, like I definitely sound different than everybody else.
Oh yeah, especially the Cape Cod. Oh my gosh,
I
you
sound
definitely.
I sound different, like alien. You know what I mean? I sound like a
Yes, I've been out there definitely. Um, Now can you speak Spanish?
más o menos poquito.
Poquito, that's me. um, you know what I was gonna say? Because maybe you could throw some Spanish if you can learn like certain words. Like you can, a little Spanish. You should try to put that into your rap. That will throw it a whole nother level.
My mom helped me with one Spanish rap. My mom helped me. It was Suave. We had this song called Suave because that's my jam. Suavemente, that's my jam. It was like Suave, mami mía estoy hablando, Puerto Rico como tío Orlando, vamos para la cama. I saw una drama. I'm done speaking Spanish. I just get it from my mama.
Oh, see, you got a good talent. You really do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I think no, I always tell this to other artists. I say, if you could speak a different language, put it to your craft. That's what you're here for. God gave you a talent to speak a different language, and you got a craft to be an artist. Put that together. People aren't doing that. And it's like, they're afraid because people won't understand them. But I tell them this. I said, listen, one or two songs, it's not going to hurt you. You could test it out and see how the views do. And if it kicks off, that's the route to go when you go to travel. At least where you'll know where you're going. Like if you go down to Texas, I'm using this for example.
Yeah.
Um, there's a lot of people that speak Spanish down there. So you would want to definitely perform any song that you speak Spanish. If you go to the Caribbean, of course you want to speak that. And you got that talent that, I mean, honestly, I think you speak more than what you're telling me on here, the way you just spit that. Because I know a lot of Spanish people and Puerto Rican. My kids are Puerto Rican. So you got that. Yes, definitely. Like, that's why I'm like, nah, like you got to keep on going with that crap. Even if you know what's good too. Only thing I approve about the Google, about technology. One, I get to do my show. Two is yes, I'm thankful for that definitely. But two is when you go to Google, you can say, "How do you speak this in Spanish?"
Yeah.
And Google will, but do it two or three times because sometimes Google does make a mistake. That's definitely Google does make a mistake sometimes. So definitely repeat it two or three times. But I think you should do it. I mean, you just right there, that was fire.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, definitely. Is there any shout outs or anything else you would like to bring up before we end your interview?
Oh, we ended the interview. Damn. I thought
Hey, you can keep on talking anything you want to talk about.
drink champs or something. The 3 hour specials.
He's like, I want to keep going. Peace, peace, the real promise. Peace, peace. He's looking for features. There's another artist on here, the real promise. She's down south, so you guys can link. I believe Georgia she's from.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
my brother lived down there.
I could be wrong. She was on the Iccy Show almost a year ago. But she's great talent. You might want to link with her for real, for real.
Well, definitely slide in my pictures. and we can definitely make some chat. We can definitely make something crazy. I would definitely love to collaborate with other artists from different places.
Definitely. When would you like to have an album come out?
An album or like a
Album of just you, nobody else, but just you.
like an album like we're talking like real album, like first album, like bam.
Yeah, 12 songs, straight album of just you.
I Son of Soul is probably gonna be like that, but that's not I wouldn't consider that an album. I don't want to call that an album. I would just call that like a project. You know what I'm saying? But like
Why wouldn't you call it an album? Because you got other features, or is it?
because I don't have the backing. I don't have the push to like really be like, all right, this is the first drop. Not because the work on there will not be up to par. It's because I don't have the push.
Well, I think you should go. So when are you planning to drop that?
This summer.
Okay, so if you could get, you think, talk to guys, see if he knows any studios or anybody. Try to get in there, because the summer's in like June's my birthday, so we got 2 more months, and you could do it. Because if you're already got 6 songs, all you need to go is to 10. So you're just four away. So anybody that's on here, that's from the Boston area or Cape Cod area, and you got a studio, link with this man for real. He's looking, Sandro Castro's on here, OG. He's another big OG from Boston,
Shout out
right
all the
there.
and shout out all the OGs.
Yeah, it's so actually, Castro, do you have a studio? You can inbox him if you do, because this man's looking for a studio in the Boston area, and I know that you got a lot of connects, so maybe you guys can collaborate
Uh,
with each other. He knows Guy very well too.
yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, shout out fire out the gate. Definitely definitely slide my message like I said, and let me know. I promise that I won't let you down. I ain't gonna be no nitwit. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, definitely, definitely. This is interview 552 interviews in almost 5 years. This June is the 5th year of the Iccy Showw anniversary party. I will be providing lunch from 1 to 3. There's only 50 tickets, so get your tickets. Inbox me if you're interested. It's at a private location, and it's from 1 to 3, June 2nd. And those tickets are going. I already have people I already gave 15
How,
tickets, so we're going to 50.
how much is tickets?
I'm doing it for free because it's the 5 year anniversary party of the Iccy
Oh,
Showw.
let me get 3 tickets.
Free tickets for you?
Let me get 3. Let me get. Yeah,
Okay. Don't tell me you're gonna come and not show up.
I never have.
Okay, I got you. I'm definitely gonna I'm providing free lunch. I'm doing giveaways. The last 2 years I've done it at your boy custom clothing store in Haverhill, Massachusetts. And it started with 7 lunches I gave out the first year. Then last year I made lasagna, chicken broccoli and ziti. I did the whole 9 yards and I gave out 25 free lunches.
Mine.
This year and that's why I'm doing, last year I only had 20 tickets, but I gave out 25. This year I'm doing 50 tickets, and I want everybody to come through because I appreciate it for everybody that supports the Iccy Showw from anything, by watching, supporting artists, linking with artists, or giving them shows or doing flyers. I appreciate you all. Jay Solux made that flyer for me, so
Yeah,
link with him.
good with that. He's good with that.
Yeah,
Anybody need
that one.
art? Go to Jay. Go to Jay. He's the one you call.
Yes, yes. I think he does the 3D. I'm not too sure if that's him doing his 3D or someone else is doing it for him.
Probably
But
doing.
he got some 3D stuff with him as a cartoon and stuff, and it's dope. It goes with his music and the dances. I don't know if you've seen him, but
No, I
it
have to check that out.
yeah, Jay's doing some good dope flyers. So shout out to Jay Solex. He's performed different locations, out of state, interstate. I did see him perform in New Hampshire a couple of times and in Mass. So he's doing his thing. Much love and respect. He's part of LOE. So keep on going, Jay. He's another artist I just met last year and I see him growing. There's a lot of great talent coming out of Boston,
Yeah.
and I definitely suggest you and Jay get a actually talk to Jay too. He might have access to a studio.
Okay, most definitely. He probably already hit me, so I'm probably gonna hit him back after this.
Yeah, definitely link with him. If you know him like that, talk to
I got
him. And that's definitely a collab I suggest. And you know what too? Um, overseas, overseas. You know, getting features from overseas is huge right now. I'm telling artists that are local, go overseas. You don't need to physically go overseas, but link with artists around there. There's some great talent up. UK, Italy, um, 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 Japan, you know, like people, there's another one I want to say, but people don't understand, you know, if everybody's trying to make it and trying to, you know, be an artist or be, at shows, you know, why not collaborate and unite with everybody to get it going on? And I'm telling you, this UK, I was shocked. There's some, one of the top, talent out there.
most
And
definitely.
you know, you being from Boston, it's a good look for you, you know, especially you repping Boston and Boston getting out there. That's why I did my whole thing. I was born in Cambridge, but Boston is my home, you know, city. So I got to put Boston everywhere. Wherever I go, I said Boston, Boston. I was in New York, Boston. They're like, Boston. Everybody was like, the DJ, I'll never forget it. I was in Jamaica, Queens. They scratched that music. He's like, did you just say Boston? And I'm like, yeah, I'm from Boston 617. Shout out to New York, Jamaica, Queens. You know, it was
Yeah,
nothing but love. I got an award out there. It's
that
up there.
that's dope.
Um, yeah, I got it. It's the top one. I got it on the red carpet. I was hosting with DJ Drewski, and I was shocked. I wasn't expecting it. They just threw me off and they gave it to me, and I was like, oh, like to come to a different state to get an award is the best feeling.
That's an honor.
Um, yes, yes. Like I cried, and I really did. I cried like a baby because I wasn't expecting it, but it's the best feeling because you feel like your work has paid off after everything you've been fighting, you've been doing, you've been like, trust me, I was the old school when we're having shows at the clubs, going, putting them on the telephone poles, putting them on people's windows. I was that. That's what I started hosting shows, Taboo, clubs in Lynn, Massachusetts. Like I had it 7 days a week, and trust me, we were lit every single day. Everybody had a ball. I had my friend's wedding there, and it's like, you know, that's what the type of energy when you throw a show, you want everybody to have a good time.
Yeah,
Even when your man comes out with the girl or the girl comes out with the man, you don't want them to be fighting like, oh, that guy's looking at you, what the fuck, that. Nah, you want all good vibes every time you throw a show because you want other people to hear about that good vibe show. You know, when they have hip hop shows and there's fights, that makes it back it up a step for us. Anywhere there's a hip hop show or a rap show, you know, we have to respect the culture.
yeah.
It's a must, it's a must, and it's a must. And people don't understand that. You know, they like to, you know, sometimes bring the BS to the shows. And it's like you're ruining it for everybody else. If you're representing being a hip hop artist in this culture, you need to keep the BS away because if you bring that to a show, they're not going to want to have you at a show. They're going to put you on the blacklist and they're going to ban you for any other show for the rest of your career that you think you're having a career and invest in doing all this. And it's like, wait a minute, let me pump my brakes a second. But if you're respected in this industry that, like I said, I've been since 2007, I've been in this industry I stay consistent. When I say consistent, I've been consistent. No days off, sleepless nights, sleeping in my car to get to the next show. Like, I've done it, ladies and gentlemen, not just saying it. If you know G Girl, you know that I've done it because there's a lot of you that I can say that will vouch for me, state to state, country to country. And I appreciate everybody, and I appreciate you, Madarrius from Boston 617, coming on the Iccy Show and, you know, telling a little about your background so people can get to know you. And that a lot of positive vibes your way. Never give up, no matter what you're going through. Don't think it's a challenge. What you're putting out there in your music, a lot of people will understand and they will feel it, and you'll just see. Long as you stay positive, God's gonna make everything go like a domino effect your way, because you're going thriving, you're going that hard, and people that want it as hard as you are gonna only come to you. People that don't want it as hard as you are going to fall off away from you. And you're not going to understand that until you experience it, but you'll understand what I'm talking about when you get there, and you're like, damn, G-Girl was right. She told me on her show. And I'm going to just sit back and just bite my tongue for a second, because what she said is right. And it's weird because it happens so fast when you really want it and you're a go-getter. It's gonna happen, but it's gonna be like a straight. One's gonna go left, one's gonna go right, and those are the two columns that you're gonna see. And people, you're gonna start getting more shows. People that want it as much as you, and they see you perform your delivery. Doesn't matter that you like, that you're sitting in a wheelchair, because no one's gonna judge you, because you know why? You have that pain inside you. When you perform that's going to come out, and they're going to surround you, and they're going to show you nothing but love, because they can feel it. And I'm telling you, I want to get you back on the Iccy Show in 1 year, and I want to know all your accomplishment through this next year. And I really want to know, and I want all good vibes, and anyone that's coming this man's way, all positive vibes. He deserves it, especially do it for the culture. We need everyone to stay focused on this culture. Like, they're trying to get rid of hip hop altogether.
Yeah.
They really are. And it's like, we're destroying our culture, and it's like, when we're going around state to state, we got to do that piece. Everybody got to do that piece, because we're the ones, they consider me an OG now, but it's like, we got to, what we preach is what we got to show. And we're the ones to make a difference. I mean, our world's going all crazy right now. It's a shit show. And it's like, we don't know who's controlling what right now. And it's like, it's sad to say, but it's like, damn, when I was growing up, who was here, who you felt safe in your own country. Now it's like, you don't know what's going on. And it's like, that's why I tell people, if you got any greeds with anyone, make peace with those people, because we're lucky to sacrifice. You're lucky, like,
Yeah.
you had a tragic accident, and it's like, I know there's been days that you probably like, you know what, I feel like giving up. And I know, like, you probably like, yo, I lost a lot of my friends. And it's like, God does things and we don't understand it until it happens. But look at it as this: it made you the man that you are. It really did. And it's like, you don't understand it because you were so young. But as you grow, you're probably like, damn, I just want to, but don't ever give up. I lost my brother in September, and, a lot of people giving up. And when I hear that they're giving up, it breaks my heart, because they're strong people. And it's like, life isn't guaranteed. And everybody that survived these last 2 years, we are God's gift. And people have to understand that. So we have to unite. We need to more love, more peace around the world. Because if we don't, it's a shit show. Like, it's shit. This is nothing that will, and, I remember when back in the day, we had the wise guys from Boston, 617, and they made a lot of peaceful things happen in Boston. And I've been saying, a lot of things been happening in Boston. We need to bring, I think, the wise guys back, because they really showed and they did make a difference in Boston. And I know there's other people in different states that are around, they've made a change in their own state. And we need to bring those people back.
Yeah.
I mean, we've shown that they made a difference. Why not bring them back?
Yeah.
Even, I mean, you're young. I'm double your age, and it's like, I got a son your age, and it's like, it sucks, because I feel bad for you guys, because it's like, when I was growing up, it was totally different. What you guys have to go through, and kids that are young now, wearing masks, this, that, And it's like, I didn't have to deal with that when I was a kid. I can't imagine what these kids are dealing with in school with the mask and homeschool and this and that. And it's like, I feel bad. And that's why I'm like, to make a difference, anyone that can make a difference around the world, that's your time to make the difference. If you can feed the homeless, help the homeless. If you can do free lunches or donations, do it. Like I'm donating a whole bag of candy. They're doing an Easter hunt. A church reached out to me and they needed candy for the kids. I got 300 something pieces of candy for these kids. And she said she only needed like 100. I'm like, nah, I'm going to get it. So I got a big bag. Like I showed it yesterday, 3 big bags of candy. And one has 104 pieces, 90. I'm going to give them all sugar high. Like these kids need to be kids, And it's like, they people don't understand that what these kids are going through, and they're not living like how we did when we were children. And I salute you. You didn't give up, and never give up. Stay that strong man that you are, because God would want that. Even though times get tough, no matter what it is, you just gotta go with your craft. You got honestly, you're one of the I could say one. You spit fire off of the dome of your head, and
Yeah.
that's crazy because a lot of people say they can do it, but when it comes down to it, they can't. And you get the Iccy Showw approval for real. Keep on going. Don't let nothing stop you. Keep on going to you see where you want to be, and you stop where you want to be, but you keep on going, like for real, for real.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And this is interview 552 interviews, and I'm going to be close to 600 by June. So stay tuned. We got a lot of different talent coming on the Iccy Showw. I got champion boxer coming on. The Iccy Showw sponsored that boxer, and we'll continue sponsoring a lot of different boxers around the world. So if you don't see the Iccy Showw now, and you don't see the logo, get too familiar with it, because it was on ESPN a couple weeks ago. It was on UFMA Fighting. Am I saying that right?
UFC?
UFC Fighting. I sponsored a UFC fighter, and we won. So the Iccy Showw's doing some big champion shit. Yes, and we're doing it for Boston. So look out for the Iccy Showw logo. It's coming. It's gonna be. It was on ESPN representing Boston. That boxer is on the Iccy Showw. Coming up on April 5th. So stay tuned. That's gonna be a big, huge interview. So anyone that's on here, keep on linking with the people and artists. Link with the people that are on my show.
Please.
If it's an artist and it's a boxer, you never know. You could link to each other to do a music video. I kick knowledge for people to go with it, because, you want to be different. If you want to be different, you got a different name. That's a beautiful name. Your parents were smart when they thought of you. They didn't just give you an easy name like Jackie. You see mine? I always get criticized how my name is Jaccia. People always say that, and they misspell it all the time and put it CK, and it's not CK, and it's JACCIE, Jackie.
Yeah.
And like I love how your parents gave you a different name, but it means something.
Yeah.
Those are the best names, really. So this is Madarrius from Boston 617. I appreciate you coming on the Iccy Showw. Salute and keep on going. And I definitely, please, if you got anything going on, inbox me. I'm gonna inbox you for the Iccy Showw 5-year anniversary. I'm gonna inbox you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll let you know. You'll get a notification 30 days before the show for that location. So I will add 3 people for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. God bless, and keep on going. I appreciate you. And you know what you should do? Link with the colleges. Not the colleges, the middle school kids. To tell them about your accident, and to teach them one how Teach one, learn one. Learn one, teach one, or something like that. That's an old saying, right?
Yeah, honestly, I'm good with sayings, but I can't get that one right now.
Okay, but your parents would know what I'm talking about.
Takes teach one,
There's a saying, something like that.
one to teach one.
Yes, yes, yes. You got it right there. You got it. Bang. So, you could teach the kids because nowadays these kids are getting in the streets real young, like 10, 11 years old. And that's real young. They weren't that young all this time, When I was growing up, 15 was the age that you would start to be in the streets. And now it's 10. And that's a big difference. So, we got to make a difference, everybody. I know everybody's trying to eat out there, but the children of the future, everyone's child is the future.
Yeah,
And
hook that
with
up.
God's children.
If you could hook that up with any middle school, any school that you got connections to that I could come down and talk to kids, I'd be more than honored. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, you know who would have that information? Guy.
I always does.
I was gonna say, Guy get those connects, but I was saying things because I know Guy got a lot of connects in what he got, and he got that connect. So definitely talk to your manager about that, and
Gotcha.
he'll guide you. You got that, and I salute you 1,000. Keep on going. Don't let nothing stop you. I appreciate you coming on the Iccy Show.
God bless.
God bless. Much love and respect. I appreciate everyone that tuned in tonight. This is interview 552 interviews. God bless everyone that tuned in. I see all the comments. God bless. Make sure you link with this artist. Get that feature. I'm telling you, this is the new Fabio Foreign right here. I'm telling you, watch out, everybody. You think I'm playing, but you'll see in a couple of years what I'm talking about. Shout out to Guy Legacy.
That's
Shout out to Legal Mob Entertainment. Let's go. We're international,
oh.
baby. Let's go. Peace, love, and respect around the world and free the jails. Let's get it. Peace.